Have you ever felt drained or resentful or stuck in a situation that you never agreed to in the first place? If so, that might be a sign that your boundaries are either too loose or, worst case scenario, non-existent. So today, I'm going to be talking about 5 boundary setting strategies that go beyond the normal advice. If you're struggling with feeling no or feeling guilty, this is the video for you. Let's get into it. Hello and welcome to Write Your Own Story. My name is James Taylor. I'm an online counsellor, hypnotherapist, life coach. I'm also an author, a podcaster and a YouTuber. So this video was all about boundaries. Let's get straight into it. Let's set a boundary to make the boundary. Here are 5 that go beyond the normal advice. Now, boundaries are an essential part of life. You probably have them already in areas of your life. You probably lock the door and the windows when you go to bed at night. You don't leave them open. You probably lock your car. You probably stick within the speed limit-ish at times. There's a red light, you'll stop at the red light. So there's boundaries all around us, but they've been created by other people. What about the boundaries for yourself? Now, the importance of creating a boundary for yourself is not to create a prison. The boundary creates your freedom. And that's an important difference. These are all so you get your freedom, you get your relaxation, you get rid of stress, you bring in happiness, you bring in tranquility. This is why it's so important. So here is tip number 1. Most of us say yes too quickly, often out of guilt or of habit. So instead, try this. Before agreeing to anything, pause for 3 seconds and ask yourself, do I actually want to do this? Does this align with my priorities? That tiny gap stops the autopilot response and gives you the space to decide intentionally. Now you might think, well, 3 seconds, what's that going to do? Well, let's just go through it. Imagine I said to you, what's your favourite food? Let's see what you say. Here's 3 seconds. It just gives you the time just to contemplate what you're going to say for you to decide, so you're not just knee-jerking all over the place. Tip number 2, reverse your apology reflex. So don't apologise for things that don't require an apology. Instead of saying, sorry I can't make it, try, thanks for understanding, but I won't be able to. This simple shift removes unnecessary guilt whilst keeping your boundaries firm. Now, I'm just going to go off-piste a little bit here. When you start putting new boundaries in place, there's going to be some kickback, without doubt. And one of my favourite quotes is this: if you're offended by my boundaries, then you're probably one of the reasons why I need them. How true is that? Tip number 3, use a limited yes instead of a no. So if a no is just too much for you and someone asks you for something, put a time constraint on it. I can be with you in 30 minutes to help you, but I've only got 30 minutes. Or I can only help you for 30 minutes and I've got something else I've got to do. So if a no is just too much, then stick to the limited one and put a time constraint on it. That's number 3. Tip number 4, the energy budget. On this one, this is a slightly different strategy. Think of your time and emotional energy like money, and you have a limited amount each day. So before saying yes, just pause and ask yourself, can I afford to spend my energy on this? If not, it's okay to decline. Here's another quote that you might like regarding boundaries. The only people who get upset about you setting boundaries are the ones who are benefiting from you having none. And tip number 5, boundaries are actions, not just words. You don't have to justify every boundary with words. Sometimes the best way to set a boundary is through action, like muting notifications after work or physically leaving situations that drain you. So now you've got 5 new ways of setting boundaries. But the thing here is consistency and persistence. Imagine you've got a dog and it's a brand new dog and you're so excited, but you decide, no, the dog's not getting on the furniture. And you're sitting there watching TV one night and the dog has never been on the furniture, never been allowed. But you're feeling a bit lonely. Maybe the dog's looking at you with them puppy dog eyes. And you say to the dog, come on, up you get. The dog will get on the furniture. But the next day, you're not feeling like that. And if the dog's on the furniture, you chase it off. Or maybe that evening, the puppy dog eyes are happening. Oh, come on then. You let the dog back on the furniture. The dog's going to start thinking, what the hell's going on? Sometimes I'm allowed on and sometimes I'm not. Am I okay? Am I not okay? So this is why a better way of doing it would be you make a hard, firm, fast rule or a boundary. This is what's going to happen. And that's just the way it's going to be. So with these 5 boundaries, these new ones that I've offered you, play with them, craft them, make them your own, and adapt them and adopt them into your life. Things will get better. Now, to help with the consistency and the persistence of doing these, I've created a boundary meditation. Now, this, you don't have to go into a deep, long trance. You don't have to spend hours and hours doing it. It's a very short, guided meditation. So I do all the heavy lifting. All you need to do is have a boundary in place where you're going to be in a certain place where you're not going to be disturbed, and just listen to it on your phone. Now, it's on YouTube, but there's nothing to watch. It's just an audio file that's on YouTube itself. So there's a black screen. The link for that is going to be in the description below. So if you'd like to start making better boundaries and do this for yourself and live a happier, healthier life and have an ability to say no when you mean no, click on that link below and it'll take you to, it's brand new, it'll take you to the video file or the audio file. All right. So if you've liked these boundaries and you like the idea of making better boundaries, please give me a like, a share and a subscribe. Don't forget to ring that bell. That always helps. That tells YouTube that this kind of content is good. If you subscribe, of course, you'll get updated for every new video I make. So I hope this has been a good video for you. Short and sweet-ish, but boundaries bigger than you realise. And I'll say from me to you, bye-bye.